What's up, everybody? What's good? What's good? What's good? Get up in the building. It's a little late night. But gonna talk some combine, man. I was excited about that combine today. Let me know if you hear me in the building. Let me turn myself up, make sure I hear myself. Yeah, I hear myself, so we good. So anyway, whoever is in the building, come on in the building, because I'm going to talk some combine talk. Combine's been going on this last week. I couldn't go. They kind of faded me. I didn't go the last 2 years, so I was kind of frustrated. I'm really frustrated about this one because this was a really good combine, man. Guys were blowing up records. I'm sure if you've seen it, the combine, man, these dudes been running crazy. What's up, Tavis Banks, the Ninja, Albert Smith? Keep on coming in the building, man. These times been crazy, especially with the University of Georgia. They done had like 5-6 dudes just go nuts. So shout out to the University of Georgia. Y'all are national champions, and y'all were some dogs as well. Yes, Troy Anderson's a beast. I'm gonna go to my list, and I'm gonna show you my list because I'm not gonna jump on players that I ain't been talking about. I'm going to give people the props who open my eyes to some players. I'm going to show you the list when I went to the Senior Bowl, immediately after I left the Senior Bowl. And I know there's some junior eligible guys at the Combine, but I really focused on the senior. What's up, David Jenkins? I really focused on the guys at the Senior Bowl and then kind of went through the crowd after that. But let's jump in there and let me show you the guys that I liked from that Senior Bowl. I'm going to show you that list, and then we're going to look at these guys. So let me show you right here. First, I'm going to show you this list of people that I like. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Carson Tindell was looking good. That's my guy. That's my guy, Tindell. I love him. But I also got some guys up here when we show them up here. We're going to show you this list. Yeah, I told y'all about Tindall, and I was telling you about, I said Nakobe Dean. Nakobe Dean, I ain't going to lie. Everybody was talking about Nakobe Dean, so I looked at him, hey, good player. I like him, explosive, all that. But when I got to looking at Tindall and when I got to looking at Quay Walker, when I got to looking at these other guys, what up, Texas D903? When I got to look at these other guys, I was like, the way the Cowboys like drafting bigger, longer players, I don't know if Nakobe Dean will be that guy. That's why I kind of moved away from him. And I started jumping on Tindall. As soon as I saw Tindall, I saw Nakobe Dean, but Tindall kept jumping out on me. But I'm going to go through my list of guys that I like from the Senior Bowl, and then we're going to look at the numbers from these guys and say, hey, we feel kind of good about this. You feel me? So, first of all, this was from the national team. So here's just a few players. We're going to hit the receivers first, and then we'll go through each of the kind of positions that are I love defense, but we'll go through all of it. But these are just some of the players that I like. Look at the list, and a lot of them turned up today. Christian Watson catches everything, knows them sweet spots, good size. I like him. He also ran, a 4.38? Cowboys, look at him, 6'3", 208 pounds. Romeo Dubs didn't have the greatest 40 time, but he knows how to get open. He's a good route runner. Arno, a BDK, I don't know if that's it, but he showed up a little bit. Bo Melt, got some wiggle, had some speed. Boy, Mafe, we're going to look at his numbers. His numbers look good. Look what I said about him. I'm really liking this kid. He's competing all week, giving them linemen fits. Good athletes, relentless, seems to get stronger as the game goes on. We're going to look at his numbers, too. He has some pretty good numbers as well. Brian Asamoah, I like him. He's a local kid. Went to the high school right down the street from me, literally. Little undersized, 228, but he showed good as well. Now, I seen y'all mentioning this guy up in here. I'm going to scroll up. What? Troy Anderson, very good size, takes on blocks. Pretty good instincts, something about him. Keep an eye out. And what'd he do? Turned all the way up today. Chad Muma, athletic, playmaker, size, instincts. Could be a tackling machine. Like him. Chad Muma. Those are two linebackers. They both turned up. Tyreek Smith, Myjai Sanders. He was sick, but he still went out there and did it. Travis Jones. Who? Travis Jones. You feel me? Hey, everybody was talking about Jordan Davis, and they have reason to talk about Jordan Davis. But Jordan Davis ain't falling to no 24. Okay, so that's why I ain't talking about Jordan Davis, because he ain't falling. And before I go through this list, and I'm gonna talk about Jordan Davis real quick. I looked at Vita Vea because Vita Vea was only 5 pounds bigger than Jordan Davis. Vita Vea was like 347 when he did his combine, and Jordan Davis was like 341, something like that, 342. Vita Vea ran that 40 at 5'1", and you seen what Jordan Davis did, right? Vita Vea threw up like 41 reps. He didn't do the bench, Jordan Davis did. But he did everything else. We're going to look at those numbers. So Vita Vea went 12th, okay? Ain't no way Jordan Davis is dropping to 24th. So that's why I ain't talking about him. I would love to get somebody like him, but that's why I ain't talking about him. Travis Jones, who didn't do bad as well, he could be more of the taking. But as you see, Travis Jones, Trevor Penning, I told you, he's like, reminds me a lot Mark Colombo, Andrew Stuber. Keep an eye on him. He got a mean streak. He's from Michigan. This other kid, Nick Salak, he was from a small school. I cannot remember. Bernhard Raymond. I said he was the best tackle. I think he has everything you need to be successful at the next level. And I picked him first in one of my mock drafts. Somebody was like, why would you do that? He's not going to play, but you never know. Tyron Smith missed 6-7 games this year, so you never know. Zion Johnson, he had a good combine all week, played center. I thought he played center really good, but he's a guy you can plug in at guard right now. Jake Ferguson, he's kind of regular as far as his testing, did good in his 3-cone. That's what's good, but I like him. He's kind of the typical Cowboys type. I like to have a little more explosiveness. Trey McBride, we know about him. Otito, I told you keep about him. He had 29 reps. Logan Hall, Haskell Garrett, Isaiah Thomas, Perion Winfrey. All these guys kind of turned up at the combine, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm looking at what y'all's comments saying, so don't think I'm not listening to what you guys are talking about right now. I am. So I'm going up to some other people, and then we're going to look at the numbers, and you'll see, hey, I was talking about these guys. Not that I'm trying to pump up my chest, because a lot of people have been talking me about these people for me. This is from me, from studying from my own eyes, not from nobody else. So Quay Walker, he did turn up. Ooh, sorry for misspelling your name, Velus Jones. But guess what? You turned up in that speed. I told you, sneaky. Another guy, Quay Walker, he been turning up. Jalen Tolbert, if we're talking about receivers, this guy can be had right here, Jalen Tolbert. Keep your eye on him. Ran real good. You got to get them hands together. I'll be consistent with his hands, but that's a sneaky guy right here. D'Angelo Malone, that boy put up like 23 reps. And he like 240. Bro, you can play a lot of spots. I got to give a shout-out to my dog, Jalen Barty, because he turned me on to Damone Clark. Size, instincts, nice tackler, can cover. He did well. You see right here, Channing Tindall. You see him right there. I really like him. Good size, only a 1-year starter, hella potential in my eyes. Played good in the bowl game. Channing Tindall, I love him. DeMarco Jackson didn't do bad either. Darian Kennard, don't think he's going to be a tackle. I think he'll be a guard in the league. Cade Mays from Tennessee. Dallas is going to draft him. I don't know if Dallas is going to fullback. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do with that. Chavez. I don't know what they're going to do with that. But y'all know I like Troy Anderson, though. But listen, Cade Mays, Dallas is going to draft him. I'm just going to go out on a limb and say Dallas is drafting Cade Mays from Tennessee. They're going to draft him. I feel like the Cowboys are going to draft him. Ed Ingram from LSU, Farrell, Deontay Wyatt, quick, athletic. Hey, he was turning up. Jermaine Johnson, I don't think he's a first rounder, but you can still get him. He's a good player. Cameron Thomas, sneaky. Not super athletic, but he's sneaky, dog. You feel me? So I gave you this little list, showed you this little list, right? Guys I like. Feel me? Go through it, look at it. Say, hey, Now, let's do this. Let's go. We're going to go to me right quick. And then we're going to go to these combine numbers because, bro, they was turning up, man. Let's go to these receivers first. Shout out to everybody's in the chat. Come on up in the building. Shout out to everybody's in the chat in the building. So, let's go over here. All right, first we're going to start with these receivers. Oh, Tavis, you the man. You know what I'm saying? You the man. I'm going to try to be the man later on. But right now, I'm learning this. But here's some receivers as we go to these combine numbers, man. Y'all saw what these receivers did, right? They turned all the way up. Velus Jones, there's my guy. Tennessee, 4.31. He is more of a doable guy because of the size. Okay, he's 6 foot, measured in at 6 foot. He's a return specialist. You can throw him in the slot. Things you can do with him. Okay, and with possibly Amari Cooper being gone, you're going to have a CeeDee Lamb, Michael Gallup. They're talking about closing on his deal. You would think they would sign Cedric Wilson. Now, if you lost one, you can have two with Gallup and Wilson. So you still got Fehoko. You still got the other kid. I can't remember his name. He turned up a little bit. But they're going to need another receiver up in the building. We don't know if they're going to get him in the first round. I don't think they go receiver. Some people said it. I don't think they're going to go receiver in the first round, just not me. But you see these numbers right here. Now, I know this guy right here, Calvin Austin III, he was turning up, but I just don't think the Cowboys are going to draft a 5'8" receiver. Not my opinion. I just don't think they do it. Where I see they going, possibly a Danny Gray. Danny Gray's a Texas boy. He's 4'3", 6 foot. I think they want that 6 foot and up, in my opinion. I would, Sky Moore, he's 5'10", but man, he's good. But Danny Green, keep an eye on Danny Green right here. He could be, I think he could be a guy that if he slips around, Dallas could look at him. Bo Melton, I like Bo Melton. He got a lot of good wiggle. You feel me? Don't know how much he can contribute. I know he can do some special teams. I told y'all about Christian Watson, 4'3", 4'6". You feel me? There's a lot of receivers turned up right here. Chris Olave. I got to see them. I don't think a Garrett Wilson would fall, but Olave, you never know. He could fall. Would Dallas jump out there and do that? Sky Moore, 4'1". He's a do-all receiver. He can go in that inside. Wan'Dale Robinson, that another guy that I had like. People had talked about Jalen Tolbert, who I just mentioned to y'all. He ran a 4.49. Also, Jalen Naylor, keep an eye on him. My dog, Cowboys fan talk, Big Rome. He likes Treylon Burks. I didn't really watch a lot of Burks, but I definitely am. But we're talking about as I'm going through this list of just guys that ran this 40. In my opinion, I'm gonna say you keep an eye on Jalen Naylor, Jalen Tolbert. People have been bringing up Pickens from Georgia. I don't really know too much about him. I can't front. Wan'Dale Robinson, he's a little undersized. Sky Moore, a little undersized. So I don't know if they touch that because I know they like him tall. They like him long. So you have to keep an eye on that. But I keep on going back to that Christian Watson, man. He looked really good in that Senior Bowl, man. But these are Velus Jones, Danny Gray, Bo Melton, Christian Watson, Chris Olave, possibly Sky Moore, Wan'Dale, George Pickens. These are Jalen Tolbert. These are guys you want to keep your eyes on right here. Let's see what they do. Did they do any 3-cone? They do any 3-cone? Yeah. Christian Watson. This is the vertical. I'm going to the receivers on the vertical right here. Man, hey, I don't know who we're going to get, Dallas Cowboys. We got to see. But look at this right here. As we go, we slide over here. Check this out. We go to the 3-cone. No, we're going to the vertical right now. I'm sorry. Look at these verticals. Calvin Austin, man, that short guy, he got a 39-inch vertical. That's nice. But there go my guy again right here. Christian Watson, 38-inch vertical. Keep an eye on him. Also, Bo Melton, 38. Jalen Naylor. Keep an eye out. Jalen Tolbert. Keep an eye out. You see these numbers right here. Man, this is some really good testing. I'm not going to sit there and say, what's up, Mr. Mike? Ready Red, what's up with you, baby? Danny Gray right here, as we go through the list. I was kind of surprised that a lot of people are talking about Treylon Burks. He didn't test greatly. As I'm sliding down the list, he didn't test greatly, But he's probably one of those receivers, might not test greatly, but he'll be a dog on the field. You feel me? There go my guy, Velus Jones. I know some of y'all like George Pickens. I got to look at more on him. That Danny Gray keep coming back to me, though. You feel me? But these are their Jalen Tolbert. I'm trying to tell you, Jalen Tolbert's a player. Okay? I definitely wouldn't mind. Y'all would like him. And Jalen Naylor. Y'all would like him. Christian Watson, though. I keep coming back to this dude, bro. I know they met with Calvin Watson, but it was an informal meeting. It wasn't a formal meeting. What's up, T-Mac? Danny Gray, you know about him, Tavis. You told me about him, too. You know what I mean? I just kind of caught on to some Danny Gray, but he looked like he could be a guy. So let's go. Let's do the 3-cone with these guys. Did they do 3-cone? Okay. 3-cone is always good. That's where you can find that short area quickness in that 20 shuttle. That's where you find out. That's where you really measure these guys' short area quickness. And when we go to that list, as we slide up here, Calvin Austin. I mean, hey, I cannot take anything away from this dude. Like I said, they met with Calvin Austin informally. I don't think they would take a receiver that small, but maybe they do if they go with all big guys. I personally said I wanted a guy like a 5'10" guy that can take the top off the defense. But if you can get a 6'1" guy, because Jalen Tolbert can do that. You feel me? But if you can get a shorter guy, I mean, I just feel like the Cowboys are going to go with somebody a little bit taller. Hey, Calvin Austin is ridiculous. I don't know if they touch him like that, though. They did meet with him. You feel me? They did meet with him. But as you see this right here, a lot of my guys that I liked in this draft, they're tops in these numbers right here. You see Burks is kind of at the end, but like I said, I think he is a – T-Mac, I love the linebackers. Wait till we get to defense. I'm just doing the offensive thing because y'all know I want to be fair and talk about some offense. I don't care about offense. It's cool. It's all right. But I want that damn defense. But you see it right here. You feel me? You see it right here. But now, I showed you a little bit of that. I was gonna do these tight ends, but let's go to these. Let's go to O-line because I'm salivating to touch this defense right now. I'm good with Austin, too. You take an Austin, I'm not mad at that. Man, dog, dude got all-world speed. But I just wonder, are the Cowboys going to jump out there and say, we're going to get a 5'8" receiver? Because I know they don't like them little dudes, you feel me? Cole Beasley was a dog with Dallas when they really used him right, but he didn't have no speed like that. But let's go over here. Let's go over to these offensive linemen. I had them up there. Get you over to these offensive linemen. Ooh, the wideouts, like I said, rewind the tape. Jalen Tolbert, Jalen Naylor. I like Bo Melton. I like Velus Jones. I like a lot of receivers. I'm not honed in on one because there's a lot of guys you can get. Trevor Penning. Now, if y'all looked on that list, I had Trevor Penning on my list. I said he's mean, he's nasty. He was mean all week in senior practice. He was getting his scraps with everybody. He was scrapping. He's mean and he's nasty. I told everybody, it reminds me of Mark Colombo. I don't know if the Cowboys, if we look at these 40 times from these guys, I don't know if the Cowboys, and look at Penning right there. I don't know if the Cowboys jump out there and draft him at 24 from a small school. But if he went to the second round, which I don't think he is, I would definitely scoop him in that second. You know what I mean? But as we see, we're going down the list. Ed Ingram, I think a few people mentioned Ed Ingram. What's up, Frederick? Cole Strange is a guy that I got turned on to by a few people. But a guy who I really like is Bernhard Raymond. Where's he at? This is a guy I like. Now, he may have not tested but he tested good all the way through, and I thought he was the best offensive tackle. And I picked him first in one of my mock drafts. He was available to me, and I like Bernhard Raymond. I think he's going to be a good tackle in the league, in my opinion. I'm not the offensive lineman guy, but, bro, I like what he brings to the table. Hey, ho, $5 holler from my dog, John Jones. How you been doing, baby? But Bernhard Raymond is somebody I like, man. Another guy that's sliding down here when we look here, Nick Petit-Frere. I know he didn't have the greatest time right there, but I like him as an offensive tackle. I liked him at Ohio State. I think he could be a player. He played left tackle. I think he's a good left tackle if you develop him. So that's another guy that I like right there. Keep an eye on him. I'm actually going to drop a tape on him. Chris Paul, he's another guy that people have been telling me about. I need to look at him, but I haven't really got to check him out too much. But those are the kind of the guys I like showing you right here. And then you see Zion Johnson kind of at the bottom. Zion Johnson comes at the bottom, I think. And here, Cade Mays, Tennessee. Dallas is going to draft him. Y'all just bank that one. If Cade Mays is available in these mid-rounds, Dallas is going to draft Cade Mays. They've already had an official meeting with him. They've sat down to him multiple times. He was slippy. He was sneaky, and I wrote him down. I just said he was just a player. But that dude right there, I think Dallas is going to draft him. I really do. Kenyon Green may fall. I like Kenyon Green, but he didn't have the greatest combine, so it may have flip-flopped with him and Zion Johnson. So keep your eye out on him. But I really think Cowboys are going to draft Cade Mays. If he falls in the middle rounds and somebody's over there, then guess what? I think Cade Mays is going to be the pick. Kenyon Green, keep an eye on him. A lot of people have been talking about Luke Fortner, center from Kentucky. I still think you should give Biadasz another chance. Stop so quick to replace him. I think let's see one more year of him before you just get rid of him, man. Zion Johnson's a guy who can come in and can play for your team right now, and he can play center. So you see those guys right there. Now, let's go through the list of these offensive linemen and see what they did. Let me see what they did on the bench. Okay. Let's get to this bench right here. Malik Turner. Yes, David Lee. Thank you. So, let's see. Did it switch over yet? Yeah. You right, Tavis. But I still wouldn't run away from him and not take him. He fell, and he could fall to you because he can play multiple positions. He played every position except center. Just because he didn't test well doesn't mean he plays good on that field. But I think Zion, from me, I think Zion Johnson overtook him. You know what I'm saying? I think Zion Johnson overtook him. Also, Jamar Sailor, Cole Strange, as I said. But these is the bench press right here. You see who's the top. With the top rep, Zion Johnson with 32 reps. Zion Johnson, I think, is going to be a good player. I really liked his enthusiasm at the Senior Bowl. He really took over that center position and really loved it. I think he's going to be a good player. Cole Strange, like I said, people have been mentioning him, and I watched some tape on him. I'm liking him. Bernhard Raymond, I like Raymond. I do. I just like you, bro, and I would definitely take you. I think you're a good player. Played good all Senior Bowl. I thought he was the best offensive tackle there. Then you got that one guy people talking about, Daniel Falahi. I'm cool on him from offensive tackle from Minnesota. I just think he's too big. Don't think his footwork is great. Now you see Kenyon Green dropping right here, right? So Kenyon Green didn't have the best combine, but a lot of people was loving Kenyon Green, right? But he didn't have the best combine. So if Kenyon Green falls to you, Zion Johnson is gone. A Kenyon Green is there. Do you take him because he doesn't have a great combine? Because you know he's going to do his pro day. He might do better at pro day. But do you say, oh, well, he didn't have a great combine, we're not going to take him? That could be a Cowboys game by him not doing great at the combine, because I think Zion Johnson pushed himself up, elevated himself. He already had a good week at the Senior Bowl. Then he has a pretty good combine here. I think he pushes up over Kenyon Green. So let's not hate on Kenyon Green because he didn't have a great combine, because I think he can still be a good player. He can come in and play guard right now for you. Left guard, he has that size. Maybe need to kind of question that 330 and you're only doing 20 reps, but it ain't, you know what I mean? You might have to look at that strength. That's the only concerning thing. I looked at 20 reps and you're like 330. You got to be stronger than that, in my opinion. You know what I mean? So I think that's what hurt him. Let's see what this offense, let's see that verticals. We switch over here. Yeah, Falai, I'm cool on him, man. He's just too big for me, dog. He's just too big. Yeah, I mean, I like the tape too, T-Mac. So, but in my opinion, he still got to get stronger. 20 reps is not good for 330 to me. It's just not. You got to get stronger. But these are the vertical jumps of the offensive linemen as we go down through here. Zion Johnson again. Like I said, Sean Ryan, some people mentioned, I think in Blogging the Boys mentioned him. I don't know too much about him, so let me not front like I do. But my guys that I like, that people turned me on to the Zion Johnson. I really went hard on him in that Senior Bowl. Really liked him. I really like Bernhard Raymond. He's testing pretty much high in all these when you look at him. Some of the top guys, the top supposedly number one who's who guys, they're a little bit lower than him. Ikwanu, he wasn't the highest tester, but, he's supposed to be one of the highest picked in the draft. And as you see as we go down here, Trevor Penny, 28-inch vertical. We see Chris Paul, you mentioned him, Tavis, and you see right down there at the bottom, Kenyon Green. Charles Cross, he's supposed to be a top guy too. So you don't really want to say, oh, you had to have a great vertical, because they're not doing vertical, and offensive linemen aren't doing vertical in the game. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think Falai, I think he's just a little overrated to me. You see K. Mays right there. I'm telling you, they're going to draft K. Mays, y'all. Just trust me on this one. All right, so let's go to – did they do the 3-cone? Here we go. 3-cone, that's that quick area. See, look at Trevor Penning up here. Trevor Penning's and Zion Johnson's right there too. You see that? I like Trevor Penning. He's nasty, but I don't think Cowboys would jump out there at 24th and pick a small school dude. I don't think they would do that. If he fell like in the second round, I definitely think Cowboys would consider him as we go through the other guys right here. This is the 3-cone. I like you want to see those 3 cones because that's that short area quickness. That's that short area quickness. Did they do the shuttle? Yeah, they did do the shuttle. Right here. Bernhard Raymond and Zion Johnson again, man. Cole Strange is right below. But see that 20 shuttle right there? That's what you want to see. I like that. Bernhard Raymond and Zion Johnson both 4.46, 4.49. You like to see that. I'm going to check him out. Tavis. Abraham Lucas. He's on my list now. Thank you. But you see that right there. See, I'm doing the offense. See, I'm getting the offense out the way, y'all. I'm getting the offense out the way. Feel me? I'm getting the offense out the way. I probably could do tight end, but I don't want to talk tight end. I want to talk about this defense now. Let's talk about this defense. Let's go over here now. Ooh-wee. Now, wait till we get to this defense, because y'all know I'm about the defense, y'all. I don't care about no offense. It's all good. You need to have offense to win. You need to score points to win. You need to have that to win. But defense wins champions, man. Defense wins them games, dog. Defense wins championships, right? Because it was that defense that won the Super Bowl. If it was 4th down, and when we saw Jamar Chase beating Jalen Ramsey, but who got that sack? Defense, dog. But let's get over here. Bruh, these dudes on defense killed it. You know what I'm saying? They killed it. Bruh, you see that? Amari Barno, 4.36 DN. But see, I didn't tell y'all about this. See, I didn't show y'all this guy right here. I didn't have him on the list, but this is a guy that I like. I really like. Sam Williams, edge from Mississippi State, 4.46. Keep an eye on him. Not the greatest run stopper, not great on run defense. He's not great on run defense, but bruh, you keep an eye on Sam Williams. He's good. I think he had 13 sacks. I think he had 13 sacks this past season. Keep an eye on him. I like him. Trayvon Walker made him some money today, dog. Trayvon Walker made him some money. But remember this dude I told you about right here? Boy Mafe, 4.53. Now, when I watched him at Minnesota, he was never putting his hand in the dirt. They put his hand in the dirt at the Senior Bowl. He said he never did it. He got 2 sacks. He was all in that backfield. Now, I think he needs to he's more of a one-trick pony to me. Okay? More of a one-trick pony. But, man, get him maybe a 4th round. Man, he got some tick, dog. Barno is let's look. We can look right now. 6'5", 246. 6'5", 246. That ain't bad. Running a 4.36 at 6'5", 246. Wow. That's kind of crazy right there. Ooh-wee. Good God. Nick Bonito was turning up 245. Everybody's talking about David. Man, some of these names, y'all know these damn names. Yeah, you were. His bull rush is ridiculous. It is, and I'm gonna drop a tape between him and Nicholas Petit. They had a good little battle. But boy, Mafe, he made some money at that Senior Bowl, and he definitely made some money at this combine. You running 4.5 coming off the edge. Damn, look at these guys, dog. Like, I don't know what's in the water this year. But this stuff is crazy. Look at this. Some of these guys we ain't even going to touch. Jermaine Johnson, don't hate on him. He ain't a first rounder, but he's still good. Myjai Sanders, he got some bend, and he was sick, and he ran a 4.6. You feel me? He was sick. Here's another guy. Here's another couple guys I want you to keep your eye on that I hadn't really mentioned, but they caught my eye later. Isaiah Thomas, I think I did mention him. Isaiah Thomas from Oklahoma, 4.7. Dominique Robinson from Miami of Ohio. I wanted to put him down on the list, but he was a name that I kept on trying to remember. It was a name I kept on trying to remember. Keep your eye on Dominique Robinson from Miami, Ohio. Strong kid, too. He showed his play strength in that game, that Senior Bowl. He's a sneaky guy. And we kind of slide down the list. Logan Hall's another dude I like. He's 6'6", 280. He's probably more of an inside guy. Tyreek Smith is another kid I wrote down from Ohio State. Not super crazy edge, but he's an Ohio State player, and they play good. I think my guy DMV, Cowboys, we talked about Joshua Pascal. I said I need to see his 40 time, 4.77. I think he's more of a rotational piece. Aiden Hutchinson, not hating on him. He didn't test well in the 40, things of that nature, but his short area quickness, he's good. So I wouldn't pick him number one, but he got some good short area quickness as we go back up here. But, man, look at this list right here. These are defensive ends, folks. Y'all feel me? These are defensive ends. These guys are making some money for themselves. So that's just the 40. So let's go defensive end with the weightlifting. Like I told you, Dominique Robinson, Kayvon, I'm going to say Thib. We know about him. Cowboys ain't probably going to get him. But Dominique Robinson, I showed you, talked about his strength. Cameron Thomas, I told you about San Diego State. He's more of a 3-tech. He could probably play the outside, but he's not super athletic to play that 4-3 to really kill matchups. But if you got him where he can rotate, he can get you some plays. Yes, I was impressed, T-Mac, too, with Christian Harris. He made some money today. He looks pro-ready. Now, here's another guy that I wanted to mention. I don't know if I told you about him. D'Angelo Malone. Don't forget that name, y'all. D'Angelo Malone. Don't forget that name. Okay? No, these are defensive end times. But D'Angelo Malone, I like D'Angelo Malone, dog. He is an edge guy, but he could probably be a stand-up backer too. He could be a hybrid guy for you. He's hella strong. He was pushing them 330 tackles back. He was getting past. He's like 243. You feel me? He's like 6'3", 243. He's not a big dude. You can see him. He looks wiry as hell, but he's strong, and I wanted to see what he benched. In 23 reps, bro, you could see his strength. I want D'Angelo Malone. I ain't going to front. If we could get him later, dude, this would be a great pick for Dallas, getting D'Angelo Malone. Keep an eye on that dude, man. He's edgy. He's not big, but maybe you could throw some bulk on him. Also, Arnold is another guy that I like. But, yeah, man, D'Angelo Malone, he really stood out to me in that Senior Bowl. I liked him all week, and he really turned up in that game. His motor is relentless. I'm telling y'all, D'Angelo Malone's going to be a player. Whoever gets him is going to get a good player, and I would love for the Cowboys to get him. I really like D'Angelo Malone. Let's go with this vertical with these DNs. Dominique Robinson, 41-inch vertical. I'm telling you, don't sleep on this Dominique Robinson kid, man. And my other top guys I was liking, look at Boy Mafe, 38 inches. Arnold from Penn State, 38 inches. You know what I'm saying? I know we're on the bench, but check this right here. Yeah, we're going to get to them linebackers hit. Oh, Justin, you're going to have to rewind the tape. I did the O-line. You got to rewind the tape. You know what I mean? But look at this. That Dominique Robinson, let's see Dominique Robinson's size. What size is Dominique Robinson? Dominique Robinson, he ain't a bad size, 6'5", 253. Yeah. I know y'all talking about George, but Dallas, I'm talking about people who gonna get Dallas, who Dallas gonna get. They ain't gonna get George. You feel me? They're not gonna get him. I like Cameron Thomas. I'm telling you, people will be slipping on some Cameron Thomas, bro. But boy, Mafe, yeah. We see as we go down here, we slide down the list. Yeah, Sam Williams had a 32-inch vertical. I'm telling you, Sam Williams. I'm gonna show you his profile too. I'm gonna show you his profile right quick. 6'4", 261, bruh. And I think he could put on some more weight and get stronger. Keep an eye on this dude, man. I would like him edgy too. He's another edgy guy I would like. He's not great in the run game, but dude, just as pass rush specialist right now, bro, I like him. Keep an eye on Sam Williams, dog. Keep an eye on Sam Williams. So, what? Okay, we did that. Let's go to the broad jump with these guys. Man, Amari Barno was turning up. To go Arnold again. Boy Mafe. Sam Williams. They all hitting over 10. Feel me? Like this ain't like a dominant draft right now. But man, you can really win in this draft, folks. Dallas can really win in this draft because it's so kind of deep. There's like no like dominant players like, hey, he's the number one guy. There's so many good picks. Man, you hear me, T-Mac? He says too many people saying we can't get this person and that person at 24. Someone's going to be there. You ain't lying, bro. I'm cool on Devin Lloyd. I'm cool on Chris Graham. I'm cool on Devin Lloyd. I think he's a little overrated. I know he's good. I'm not saying he's not good, but you already got a Jabril Cox, and I feel like you don't need a Devin Lloyd when you already got a Jabril Cox. You need somebody like a Channing Tindall or something like that, or a Chad Muma. You feel me? Or a Troy Anderson. You feel me? A physical. Then I think they need a physical linebacker. You feel me? That can. I think they need that physicality at that line of scrimmage, man. And that's why I'm kind of cool on Lloyd. I don't think he's a physical backer. He came out as a safety, bulked up a little bit. I just ain't feeling him. That's just me. But that's there. Let's go to 3-cone. Now this is where Aiden turned up. You know what I mean? Now people were getting on Aiden Hutchinson, say he didn't help himself, which I don't think he did. But this is what you'll look at right here. As a defensive end, that 3-cone and that 20 shuttle, he tested tops. So that's going to help him. You know what I'm saying? That right here is going to help Aiden Hutchinson. Okay? I know his 40 wasn't great, 4.7. So you'll be like, is he going to be able to get around that edge? You know what I mean? I still don't think he's a number one pick. But this stuff right here, that 3-cone drill, and you're tops in that, and then you go at the shuttle, and you're tops in that, I mean, that's good. That's real good, actually. So those two things are what I think coaches are going to look at for Hutchinson coming into the league. He didn't test well as far as having the 40, obviously, but I didn't think he was going to run a great 40. You know what I mean? But 4.7 is not terrible. You know what I mean? But this is what those scouts really look at, those 3-cone and that 20 shuttle. And he was tops in them, so that's really going to help him. As I said, Trayvon Walker, he made him some money today. Feel me? We go down right here. Yeah, man. Troy Anderson is turning up, bro. Like I said, I wrote about him. I said he was a sleeper for me. You know what I mean? I go right here. Where did I say he was a sleeper? DeMarco Jackson. D'Angelo, what did I say? He was a sleeper. Yeah, there we go. And then we'll jump right back over here. But this is what I was saying. You still want a Randy Gregory. But, yeah, that's what I was saying about Troy Anderson. Very good size. He can take on the blocks. Good instinct. Something about him. Keep an eye out. This was kind of just resonating to me. You know what I mean? So Let's get these right here. Okay, so we did DN. Let's go to D tackles. Let's go to D tackles. Everybody was talking about them. T-Mac, you say, what's my thoughts on Myjai Sanders? I think the brother's too small. But see, here's the thing. He's not bulky because I think he's like 245, man, but he's got good play strength. I think you can bulk him up. He's got good bend, and he does play good in the run game. He can play good in the run game. Myjai Sanders is a lot tougher than I think a lot of people his size shows. He's a lot tougher than that. He's got some really good bend, and I'm cool with that. Randy Gregory, or I'm taking Randy Gregory because I've seen him. I haven't seen Barno in the pros, and I'm not jumping just because he went crazy on the combine. I'm taking Randy Gregory. I'm looking to see what you guys say. Facts, linebacker name now. But here's our defensive tackles, right? This is the crazy thing. This is what everybody's talking about today, right? This is what everybody's talking about today. What's up, Iceberg Slim? What's up, Troy Dudley? But look at this right here. This is what everybody's talking about. Devontae Wyatt. Georgia just turned up today. Jordan Davis, that's just ridiculous. 4'7", 40 dude, and this dude is 340 pounds. That is crazy, bro. That's crazy. Devontae Wyatt is what, 308, 477, but dog, 340 pounds running a 4.7. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. And another guy who was turning all the way up at the defensive tackle position, Perrion Winfrey, he was right behind him. Now, everybody was talking about Jordan Davis, and rightly so. But, bruh, Travis Jones ran a 4.9. He's every bit of almost 330. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So, I know we all talking about Jordan Davis, but you ain't getting Jordan Davis at 24, okay? You can get a Travis Jones, though. I think he'll be in the second round. I think he's going to be the second round, but he could have played himself into the first. I mean, 6'4", 330, running that's pretty damn good. We'll go slide down the rest of the list as I show you the rest of the list on these 40 times. But let's see, let's get some weightlifting on these guys. Now I told y'all about Otito Ogbonnia, 29 reps at the defensive tackle position. Now that's another dude at the D tackle. I've had him in 2 of my mock drafts that if he falls like mid-round, okay, I wouldn't say don't take him because he was a teammate of Ogadazua, and he's athletic. Now, he doesn't push the pocket like maybe the Travis Jones or maybe the Jordan Davis, but he's good. You know what I mean? He's good. So you just keep an eye on him. He could fall to Dallas. I wouldn't be mad at that. 29 reps that show he's got strength. So it shows you can hold those double teams. Okay, and he's every bit of 6'3", 330. Let's see how much he weighed in at. Let's see, Otito. Yeah, man, those Georgia guys were just freaks today. I mean, let's look at Otito. I try to tell you, dog, you don't feel bad about this guy, him. You don't feel bad about him either. 6'4", 324. He's got big hands, 10-inch hands. So don't slip on Otito. Okay, don't slip on Otito. Okay, he could be had in some mid rounds, and I've already had him in a couple drafts. So yeah, don't sleep on him just yet. So let's see. So we did the weightlifting. Let's go with the vertical with these guys. Jordan Davis, 32-inch vertical. Damn, that's crazy. He out jumping these other dudes out here, man. Like, that is wild that this dude is 340 and doing this. You know what I mean? What, 32-inch vertical? That's crazy. But Devontae Wyatt, another guy. See Travis Jones. Who? Travis Jones. Who? Travis Jones. Keep your eye on Travis Jones, man. Yeah. What's up? What's up? KMT, my dog. What's up with you, baby? Yeah, man. Hey, a lot of people loving this Troy Anderson kid. He probably pushed himself up. He's probably like maybe mid-round, but the way he played in that Senior Bowl and the way he's testing today, oh, yeah, he's going up. He's going up. He's going all the way up. So as you can see, these verticals from the D tackles. Broad jump. My guy killed it. 10. What? 10-3 broad jump? That's crazy, dog. 3. I keep on going back. That's the 340-pound dude. Yeah, he done pushed himself. Yeah, he ain't going below 15. Not in my opinion. Jordan Davis ain't going below no 15, man. You know what I'm saying? He's not doing it. You see Devontae White, Travis Jones right in there again. DeMarvin Lee, he's a guy to keep your eye on. Also, John Ridgeway from Arkansas. My guy is training him. I'll have B. Tuck on here hopefully next week, and we can talk about the guys he got in his training, because a lot of these guys that are training right here, a lot of these guys are on here, he's trained them. You know what I mean? So you see that right there. There's a lot of good stuff. 3-cone, Travis Jones. You look at that. You see that 3-cone? I told you that short area quickness is what you want to watch. Travis Jones was high in that 3-cone. 7-3, not crazy bad. What's up, Bo Diggity? Yeah, I know they pull it, but we got to do what we can. We got to do what we can. See Travis Jones right there. Who? Travis Jones. Hey, Iceberg Slim. We actually met his girlfriend, JoJo's girlfriend. She was sitting behind us at the Senior Bowl. We talked to her. She was pretty cool. Pretty cool people. Yeah, man. Let's see. And that, what, 20 shuttle? Look at the 20 shuttle. Travis Jones right here in the 20 shuttle. Y'all see the 3-cone? Look at that 20 shuttle. Yeah, Jordan Davis is a straight freak, dog. Like, what he did today was crazy. You feel me? Like, that dude is 340, 6'6", 340 and doing that, bro. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, it's definitely KMT. We're gonna hit that tight end. The tight end is gonna be the last position, but yeah, we can definitely get that. Definitely talk about tight end. But let's go to these linebackers, because I seen y'all all talking about them. Let's go to these daggone linebackers, because that's what I've been hyped on these linebackers. Everybody was talking about Nakobe Dean this, Nakobe Dean that. And I ain't going to lie. When I first heard anything, Nakobe Dean, Devin Lloyd, those are the linebackers. That's who Dallas should give, blah, 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 blah. You know, it's out there on Twitter or whatever. You see it. But then you got to watch it yourself, right? But this right here, y'all, I know y'all see this. That's the guy right there. But when we look at my guys, man, look at these bro. We're gonna have a nice, healthy pick of linebackers. Dallas should not mess it up on getting linebackers, and they've drafted well. But look at Troy Anderson, 4.42. Christian Harris, 4.4. My dog, Channing Tindall, 4.4. Feel me? DeMarco Jackson's another guy I like, 4.5. Brian Asamoah, I told you about him. Damone Clark. My guy Jay Lombardi turned me on to him. Chad Muma, 4.6. That ain't bad. I like Chad Muma. He can do everything. Quay Walker was solid. Quay Walker, I think he's a little inconsistent to me. Man, he's so freaking gigantic, but he's a little inconsistent on the field. So that's what I'm a little worried about. But he's a physical freak. He's freaking gigantic, man. Chad Muma, though. Don't be slipping on no Chad Muma, y'all. Chad Muma going to be good from Wyoming. I just wanted to see what he was going to test like, and because he's got all the size. Go to Chad Muma. Let me tell y'all, bro, Chad Muma is nice. 4.6. Everything he tested out was great, and he's going to be a tackling machine. Let's look at him. Chad Muma from Wyoming. 6'3", 240. Nice size hands. Arms maybe a little short, but, dog, he's athletic, man. He's athletic. I didn't know he was that athletic. I need to see all that. You know what I'm saying? I need to see all his athleticism. You feel me? So let's look at Troy Anderson. So I think he's like 6'4". Yeah. Yeah, sure is. Sure is. Look at this right here. Here goes. Let's get some Troy Anderson. Montana State. I see you, Troy, playing fullback. He was playing fullback too. 6'3" and a half, 243, bro. He got instincts, dog. Yeah, I'm telling you, Quay, I like his size, but he just seemed inconsistent to me. Chad Mumali, yep. That's exactly what that is. But, man, this Troy Anderson, I said there's something about him, bro. There's something about that Troy Anderson, and he got the size that you need, dog. I like Troy. But I really like Channing Tindall. That's my guy. So you seen Christian Harris turned up too. Let's go to Channing. Let's look at Tindall's numbers. This is my guy right here. This is my favorite guy. I came in front. This is my favorite guy. Out of all the linebackers, this is my favorite. I came in front. I like Muma a lot. I like Anderson, but Tindall's my dude. I like Clark as well, but something about Channing Tindall. He only had 1 year as a starter, 6'2", 230. If he gets great in coverage, because I don't know if he's really that guy in coverage, but, man, he can come downhill. He will hit you. He's fast. He's aggressive. If he can get that part of covering, if he can cover, bruh, this is a great pick right here. This is a guy that you want right here. I'm trying to tell you, I want Channing Tindall. Okay? I want him. Bad. This is my guy. So those are the 40 times. Let's get some good bench pressing. Let's get some of that good bench pressing. You feel me, Albert? Channing Tindall's the dude, man. I'm trying to tell you, man, he gonna be good. But let's go right here. Let's go. Let's switch it. Let's go to that bench press. Who's up top? I know y'all. A lot of people like Lloyd. I'm cool. Chad Muma, 27 reps. Yeah, he is Sean Lee Part 2. He's Sean Lee Part 2. For real, y'all are so right. Telling you, man, he just got them instincts too. He got instincts, bro. Like I've already picked him in a couple of my mocks. You know what I mean? Okay, I'm gonna keep an eye on Bernard from Baylor. But that was that bench press. Okay, let's go to the vertical. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. Who's number one? I'm trying to tell you, man, Devin Lloyd, I'm telling you, dog, I think he's not the guy, man. Devin Lloyd, I'm out on him. He's not the guy. Hey, I don't know. I think O-line should probably be the first pick because you can get that linebacker later. You can maybe get that defensive tackle later. You can get that receiver later. I think you really need to if you can get that Zion Johnson, one of those guys, and you'll feel better that like. I feel you all right there. Muma, Dean, Anderson, Tindall, Clark, my guys I like. I'm kind of putting Dean behind those guys because I don't think the Cowboys are going to draft as you see them, look at them verticals. I don't think the Cowboys are going to draft a short linebacker like Dean. I just don't feel like they are. He doesn't have the longest arms. He's short. He's not that big, but he's instinctual. And we got to understand that when he was with Georgia, they had Davis, they had Wyatt, they had a ridiculous front line. So he was protected, and he was able to do those things. He's got to be able to have those same things in the pros to be really effective. Whereas some of these other guys have that size that he doesn't have those same type of measurables and are better. So I'm personally – hold on. Hey! Yeah, so let's see. Tyndall crazy. Chad Muma. Chad Muma had a 40-inch vertical, bro. Chad Muma had a 40-inch vertical. Man, C. Tavis, that film, I'm trying to tell you, I'm cool on him. Christian Harris is nice, too. I think Christian Harris made him some money. So let's see here. There's another guy said, "Oh, let's go down here. Damone Clark, where you at? Oh, here's another guy that I said." No, we're good. Yeah, Damone Clark made some money, but here's another guy I said keep an eye on right here. Here's Troy Anderson as we slide at the bottom. But here's another guy I said keep your eye on. Darian Beavers, linebacker from Cincinnati. He's another guy keep your eye on that I like. Darian Beavers, he's a big boy. He's about 6'4", 250. He's like a throwback linebacker, but he's athletic. I like him. I wouldn't mind a Darian Beavers later, but yeah, you see Damone Clark right there. Christian Harris, DeMarco Jackson. Look at Quay Walker. He didn't have the greatest jumping. But let's go. Okay. Let's go to this broad jump with these dudes. Look at that. Look at here again, man. I'm trying to tell you, dog. That Christian Harris, he made him some money today. Christian Harris made him some money. Christian Harris made him some money today, dog. Christian Harris made him some money today. Now look at these are the broad jump. Look at the broad jump, man. Look at these broad jump numbers. Where's my guy? Look at Chad Mooman right there again. Look at that. Look at this right here. The guys that we loving. Troy Anderson, Channing Tindall, Chad Muma. These are linebackers the Cowboys got to scoop, man. One of these guys right here, the Cowboys got to get. I know some people been talking about Leo Chanel. I ain't really been talking about Damone Clark. He played with your boy, so that DeMarco Jackson, he's a little undersized. But look, I'm telling you about Darian Beavers. You better keep an eye on Darian Beavers too. Think he can be okay. Darian Beavers can be okay. I mean, this could be a trade back, Captain Trade back, like they say. This could be a trade back draft. You know what I'm saying? This could be a trade back draft because there's no, to me, outstanding one player. There's so many good depth players that you could trade back and get some players, man. So you really can work your magic in this draft because this draft is so solid with depth. I think this is a depth draft. You can really fill out your roster with this and be feeling really good, especially with these linebackers, bro. No, I'm cool with Brandon Smith. I think he's a little. I think he didn't play to his ability at Penn State. He has all the athletic traits, but he didn't play to it. I'm kind of cool on Brandon Smith. He got all the measurables though, but I didn't see that production on the field. Too much inconsistency from me. I don't want to do that with him. That's just me. All right, let's go to this 3-cone. Did they do the 3-cone? Oh, they didn't do 3-cone. Did they do 20-yard shuffle? Oh, they didn't do shuffle. Okay, so they didn't do that. Okay. So let's go to, because KMT asked me about tight ends. Yes, I'm telling you, Albert. I'm telling you, man. Crazy, insane talent, iceberg. Crazy, insane. I'm going to go to these tight ends right quick. Crazy, insane. I don't know who this chick, Okanoa from Maryland. That dude went crazy. He went crazy as a tight end. You know what I mean? I like Jake Ferguson, but more I looked at his numbers, he just looked like the typical tight end, Dallas tight end, and I don't want that. Although I really like Jake Ferguson, I don't want the typical. I want a tight end like we had with Blake Jarwin. Even though he's done now, he's probably not going to be the guy anymore. He's probably going to get cut, all that good stuff. Hold on. So I'm just sliding. Sorry about that. I was sliding, but yeah, that tight end, he's fast. I saw him in a couple plays. Just man, he got some good speed. Yeah, he could be that inline tight end. Now that who y'all was talking about, that Dulwich guy, yeah, Albert Smith, he is okay. He is okay. Let's see what other. Let me see. Jeremy Rucker from Ohio State. He's a slippy guy. Keep an eye on him. There go Trey McBride. Everybody was loving some Trey McBride. He can block. He can catch. He didn't get a lot of touchdowns, but he can block. He can catch. He do all those things. So I don't know where the Cowboys. I don't think the Cowboys are going to draft no tight end. They should get somebody late, fourth, fifth round. Probably get a tight end around there. That's when they should probably do it, in my opinion. Will the Cowboys draft a running back? Will they? Let's go to these running backs. Will the Cowboys draft a running back? They met with, who did they meet with? Let me get it. They met with, let me see. That 40-yard dash. They met with, who they meet with? They meet with Easy on here. They met with two running backs. The one kid from Texas A&M, he's pretty good. I can't remember his name. He's pretty good. But will the Cowboys pick a running back? If they pick a running back like around, if the Cowboys jump out there and draft a running back like in the 5th round, that's going to tell you everything. You know what I mean? About that Tony Pollard thing. You know what I mean? But one thing that's really standing out to me is the depth. This was a great combine, man. This was a really, really good combine. This was a really good combine. Isaiah Speller, yes, thank y'all. I appreciate that. This was a really good combine. Like, I like this combine. I'm mad I didn't get to go to this one. If you look at the talent that were on the defensive ends, the linebackers, especially, I like defense, so that's why I'm hyped about it. But man, the D ends, the defensive tackle, not really defensive tackle position, but really the D ends, the linebackers, man, they look really good, man. The D ends and the linebackers really made them some money today. Especially these linebackers, and Cowboys, we need a linebacker. When I saw the way they played, the way they did this combine, and then I seen the Senior Bowl, now I don't think LVE comes back. I don't know what Spiller ran. I didn't see where Spiller ran on here, so I'd have to find that out. But you definitely can grab a couple linebackers in this draft if you wanted to. You can make it happen. Yes, Slim. He turned up today. I'm gonna watch his tape, man. I don't know if he's a better pass rusher than Michael Parsons. I have to see all that. But he's definitely hella athletic as no get out for real. And like I said, Dallas, you're contemplating this issue with DeMarcus Lawrence. You're probably gonna come to him with a pay cut. You're still up in the air with Randy Gregory. I think you'll re-sign him after all you went through with him. I think you're going to re-sign him. Dorrance Armstrong Jr. still dangling out there. You got the other cat that came from the Jets. He's got one more year on his deal. You got Chauncey Golston. He'll be a second-year player. Micah can rush the passer. But I definitely think you need a defensive end, and there's a defensive end that can be had out of here. And you got to grab one. Linebacker, you definitely got to grab one of these dogs. So you definitely got to make that linebacker happen by round 3. Can't be anything past round 3 on this linebacker. Receiver, I wonder how that's going to go with the Cowboys. I wonder if they're going to say, hey, we feel good with CeeDee Lamb. We feel good with Michael Gallup, who his status is still unknown. He didn't have the surgery until February. and that's 8 months. So that's kind of crazy to me that they went that route that long. And then Cedric Wilson, I feel like you got to really sign him now. If you don't bring Amari back, if you're signing Gallup, you got to make a way for Cedric Wilson. And then I think y'all mentioned, I can't remember, Malik Turner and then Simi Fehoko. So you have receivers in the building. So I don't think there's the need. If y'all Cowboys, train of thought, well, CeeDee's going to move to our number 1. We already got Michael Gallup at the number 2. We've seen what Cedric Wilson does at the number 3. Malik Turner's another good option. We can see what Simi Fehoko does. So you still got receivers right there, and then you can pull one out. So I don't feel like you have to draft a receiver at 24. There was some crazy speed guys, but you can get one of those smaller guys that can be your slot guy and a returner in those mid rounds. You don't have to jump out there. So I don't think receiver is going to be picked first. I think if you're talking about the 24th pick and it stays at the 24th pick, it stays at that pick. I think offensive lineman is what you're really going to look at. They met with Trevor Penning. They met with Bernhard Raymond. They met with Cade Mays. So they met with 4 offensive linemen already. So that should tell you already that they're looking at the offensive line. So I think offensive line, if they don't trade back and they find the guy that they kind of feel good about, is going to be the trigger. And if you go offensive line in that first round and you don't move back, then that second pick, that's when I think that linebacker-ish comes in, because you got a lot of good linebackers who may start coming off the board. So I think that's when you maybe want to grab that linebacker that you probably want. Okay, yeah, and Vasher's there. I forgot about Vasher. You know, he's a big condor. Nah, I don't know if it's going to be receiver by committee, because let's not sit there and say CeeDee Lamb is a bum. I mean, he had over 1,000 yards this year. People are talking about his drops, but I mean, Jamar Chase and those other guys had just as many drops as him. You feel me? So let's not play CeeDee Lamb like he's not a good receiver, y'all. I trust me, I'm hurt about the Amari Cooper thing, but I can't fall in love with any player. How they played Amari, that's what I don't like, how they played him, because he does still have value. He's going to go to another squad and he's going to turn up. So that's what frustrated me about it. But I'm not going to sit there and say that CeeDee Lamb ain't no number 1, because we thought he was a number 1 receiver. That's why everybody was like, what? CeeDee Lamb dropped that far? Because he was a number 1 receiver. I believe he's a number 1 receiver. That route running has to get better. If his route running gets kind of like Amari Cooper, he's even better. But he's a number 1 receiver, and I believe he can take over that mantle. And Gallup is a steady, strong number 2. We saw what Cedric Wilson does as a 3. We saw Malik Turner turn up. And if you get a good receiver out of here that's got some good deep speed, it can take the top off the defense and return, I don't feel like you're that bad. You heard them probably jumping out there saying they're going to re-sign Schultz, because now with the Blake Jarwin thing up in the air, they got Sean McKeon coming back. I can definitely see them probably throwing that money at Dalton Schultz, because he's a Whitnish type guy. He's a good old boy, and they like him within the organization. So I can see them probably throwing money at him. I wouldn't franchise no Dalton Schultz. I think he's regular. I don't think he's nothing super supreme or anything like that. But, hey, I mean, I think you can get a tight end, but, that's the Cowboys. But when we're talking on that defensive side, you need to get an edge rusher. You get a linebacker, edge rusher, maybe 2 linebackers. You're probably the safeties, I believe, are tomorrow. So we'll see how them safeties goes. They'll probably pull a safety out of here. But you got on this defense, though, if you can come out with a D tackle like Travis Jones, because you're not getting Jordan Davis. If you can slide with a Travis Jones and you got a really good linebacker and an edgy guy, I feel good. You feel me? I feel real good about that. You know what I mean? So we'll kind of see how it goes, how it kind of plays out as it goes down the line. You know what I mean? So I'm excited about this draft. Yeah, you can definitely find another Schultz, and that's why I said he's not dynamic to me. Dalton Schultz is not dynamic. I'm gonna keep it real, Blake Jarwin was more dynamic than Dalton Schultz. It's just Blake Jarwin couldn't stay healthy. That's what killed him, his injuries. And that's what hurt my soul, because everybody was kind of waiting for Blake Jarwin to kind of turn up, because you saw flashes of his ability. But, having hip surgery again, nah, it's over. So, but Dalton Schultz ain't somebody that jumps out there and says, ooh, great. He says, to me, Dalton Schultz says, hey, he's good, and he became Dak's security blanket because that's what the system was dictating. But I don't think he's that guy. You know what I mean? But we'll see what happens. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see how that goes and how that kind of pans out. But just want to jump on here and give you my quick thoughts on today with the combine. I thought it was a great combine. I think the corners and safeties are doing it tomorrow, I believe. So we'll be able to do those numbers. Check us out tomorrow. We'll be doing our live show, me and my guy, the Philly podcast, with our enemies, best of enemies draft. I know he got some guys that he really liked on there. He just had Sam Monson from PFF, which was dope. So make sure you check out that show tomorrow. We'll be talking more draft. We'll be able to talk from his side and what he saw from what those Philly guys like, and we'll be able to kind of combine and what we'll talk about tomorrow, and who kind of impressed us, and we'll kind of mold that together. And I think that'll be a fun time. Got some good guests coming up. Make sure you tune in. As I told y'all before, I'm going to be branching out and doing some other interviews and not Cowboys players. I'm going to just be doing NFL players, NBA players. I got a whole host of people that I kind of linked up with. I just kind of need to iron out some things as far as getting the interviews set up and things of that nature. But make sure you tune into that. That's going to be this off season. I'm really going to put the work in probably next week because I had the list. I put the list probably about 3 weeks ago, but I've been adding on to it. I got about 5-6 more guys to that list now. So I want to get a nice, good list of probably about 40. Right now it's probably about 28 people that I got that Major League Baseball, NBA basketball, NFL football, all sports. If I can get some golf people, I'm branching out and just trying to do some other things in this off season, have some fun with it. So I'm getting all that kind of together and just trying to put that all together. I don't know if I'm just going to do it in podcast form. Because I got a little podcast where you can just hear it. I don't know if I'm going to do it on my YouTube. So that's what I'm just kind of trying to figure out. But please make sure you support that. It's going to be really good. I think you're really going to like it. You're going to see a whole different perspective because I like all sports. I love basketball. So we're going to just do some other things, man. We don't want to just be one way. We're always going to love the Cowboys. We don't love them Joneses, but we love them Cowboys. And we don't like what them Joneses is doing, but we love our Cowboys. So hopefully one day they'll get their heads out there, whatever, and get some nuts and whatever, and back off a little bit, and then we could finally see the righteousness of Super Bowl again. But we'll see how it goes, all right? So really appreciate y'all jumping in. Had a good time talking Combine. We'll be talking about it again tomorrow on the Best of Enemies podcast, me and my guy, the Philly podcast. So make sure you tune into that because that's going to be a good one, all right? Appreciate all y'all jumping in. Thanks for everybody tuned in. Talk to me. I love y'all. Appreciate John Jones for the holla. And keep on supporting this big game, James. We're going to see this thing to the top. All right? Peace. I'm out.